everyone, today I'm going to be filming another updates video, and I know I did one recently, but again things have changed and I just thought it was important to update you guys. So here you can see all the girls eating their ready grass and they're all in this corner right here. I'm sure all of you are aware that Bramley is a lone male guinea pig, and he has lived on his own ever since we got him in Pudsey, pretty much, because he was fighting with Pudsey from day one, and a few weeks later they had to be separated. So Bramley has lived on his own for a long time, and recently a few months back he got put with the boys in a split cage, and he was still on his own, but he had the interaction because the other boys were next to him, which was really good for him. But unfortunately Teddy passed away, and then Badger was left on his own, and we decided to introduce Badger and Pudsey to each other, which I'm sure you all know from my last updates video. And ever since them two have been put together, Bramley has just been chewing the bars non-stop. He actually lost a tooth because he was chewing the bars so much, but it's alright because that tooth has grown back now and he's bar chewing now a little bit. And when he was with the boys, he was just chewing all the time on the bars, and he just wanted someone to interact with, and the boys were kind of ignoring him, and they were like interacting more with each other, and they were kind of ignoring Bramley. So then we were thinking maybe we should get Bramley a friend. So we contacted a nearby rescue and asked them if that would be a good idea, and I think a few days after I sent the email I got an idea, and I thought maybe it would be best for Bramley to get him neutered and introduce him to our girls. And I think that is the best thing to do for Bramley, because I don't know how he would take to another boar, even if it was a young one. I just think he would get on really well with our girls. So basically we have moved him out of his old cage and he's now living next to the girls. So the girls have got quite a small enclosure at the minute, I'm not going to lie. It is a 4x4, which is a little bit on the small side for 5 of them, but it's fine just for the moment, and it's not a permanent setup. This is just what they're going to be living in for the next few months, which isn't too long, and they've been coping really well with it. But we have done this just so they can get used to Bramley, and we wanted to see how they would react with him. So that's what we have done, and ever since they've been put together they've all been getting along really well. All the girls are getting along really well. None of them have been chasing each other or fighting, or, well, not really fighting, but they were squabbling quite a lot before and doing a lot of chasing, but now they're just getting along really well, and they always come up to see Bramley, which is so lovely. And I've noticed that they've been sleeping next to Bramley and curling up next to him. As you can see, there's like a hay pile there, and then Bramley's hay pile is there, and I've seen Bramley curled up in that hay pile, and he's been sat right next to Ruby a lot. I have seen them two snuggle right up to each other, which is just lovely. So we actually did this last weekend, and when you're watching this, it won't have been last weekend, it'll be like 2 weeks ago, because I always film my videos a week in advance. But from today they have been together in this setup for a week, and they've just been doing really well. Bramley has really calmed down, and he's just so much happier to be next to the girls than to be with the boys, and he's just really changed his behaviour. He's been acting really different, more like he's in charge, but he hasn't been aggressive. He's just been really good with them. So the plan is to get him neutered, and we are going to take him to the vets for a checkup next week, and if he is healthy and we're happy to use that vets, then he will be getting neutered at half term, and if that is successful, he will be living with the girls. Obviously, neutering a guinea pig can be very risky, but we just think that he will be a lot happier to live with the girls than he will be on his own, and we're just trying to do what's best for him. We're not doing any of this just for our benefit, it's all for his benefit, and we're putting him first, and we just think that it will be the best thing for Bramley. So that's the plan, and I thought I would just let you guys know what's going to happen and where Bramley is at the moment and everything like that. So he has got a 2x4, which is the same size as he had with the boys, and then, as I said before, the girls have got a 4x4, but they're getting along really well in here. Bramley definitely seems a lot happier in himself, and I've noticed the way he's acting is a lot different to how he was with the boys, and he just seems so much happier with the girls, and I just think it would be the best thing we could do for him to get him neutered, and then he could live with them. So that's the plan, and I thought I would just update you guys. Here is an overview of both of their cages. So now, because Bramley has moved out of his cage, Pudsey and Badger now have this huge 6x4 cage, which is such a great size for them, and in all honesty, they probably don't need this much room, but because we could provide them with it, it was just the best thing to do, and they have a really large enclosure, which is great, and they seem to be loving it. They can run around a lot more, they've got more things in their cage, and it's just really great that I can give them more things, and they have just got so much more space. So I'm really happy that I could give them this size enclosure, and they're still getting along really well. They're like really great buddies, and they're sleeping together now, but I have seen them sleep together a lot of the time, which is just lovely. So yeah, I think that's everything. I kind of just wanted to let you guys know what the current situation is with the guinea pigs, and let you all know how they're doing and just who's living with who and the setups and everything. So hopefully you have enjoyed this video. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys soon.